Rick Maurer's Feedback Toolkit is a fantastic resource for anyone who wants to equip themselves with knowledge, ideas and tools for a wide variety of feedback scenarios. Rick Maurer is perhaps best known for his work on change management, and in particular this fantastic book, Beyond the Wall of Resistance. It's a book that influenced me greatly, and I had the privilege to attend one of Maurer's private seminars when I was working at Deloitte Consulting. However, he has also written this little gem, the Feedback Toolkit, 16 tools for better communication in the workplace. And boy, has Maurer spent some time gathering some great tips, tools and advice. The structure of this book is simple. Maurer starts with some general advice, and then he gives us two meaty sections. First, on giving feedback, and secondly, on receiving feedback. Each of these giving and receiving feedback sections consists of 8 chapters, each of which contains a tool that applies to a particular scenario. And he structures each of these chapters in the same simple and highly effective way. First, he describes how to prepare and then to present the feedback. Then, how to listen to the response you get back. Fourth, we engage in a dialogue. And fifth, how to plan for action. Then, sixth, how to acknowledge the conversation you've had. And at the end of each chapter, he adds additional comments and insights on how you can vary the process in different situations and also for things that you need to pay attention to. This book offers different things to different people. For new supervisors and managers, it offers a fabulous introduction to a vital skill set. It'll set you up for a long career of giving and receiving feedback, and to my mind, it is a fabulous investment, not just of the small amount of money it takes to buy the book, but the small amount of time it will take you to read and understand it. And yet, I believe you're likely to come back to the book again and again through your career. For those of us who already have a lot of experience and perhaps even learning about the processes of giving and receiving feedback, a lot of this book will be familiar. However, in amongst all of the familiar content are lots of insightful comments and new ideas that will stimulate your thinking and make you better at both giving and receiving feedback. I particularly like Maurer's reminder that we should always put our feedback into context. How big a deal is it? Are we talking about something that is huge and consequential, or a minor matter of very little significance? We should always start our feedback conversations by giving that kind of context so that the person we're giving feedback to can understand how important the conversation really is. Second, some of Maurer's formulas for giving or receiving feedback are fantastic. As a project manager, I particularly like Maurer's project debriefing tool. And I also like his "What are we doing?" meeting format. Finally, I do like Maurer's model for how we receive surprising, challenging, perhaps even shocking feedback. Now, you could argue that this is nothing more than a variant on the more familiar DABDA formulation. I'll put a link below if it's not something you're familiar with. But Maurer has tailored this idea to the way we receive feedback and come up with an acronym that describes it perfectly to my mind. His SARA acronym suggests that our first response is one of surprise. And then, as things start to sink in, we get angry. But then our logical brain clicks in. We try to rationalize what we're hearing before finally moving to acceptance. understanding the SARA model, which is really simple and clearly explained, will help you to both give and receive challenging feedback. This book is both relentlessly practical and a fantastic workplace resource. My first edition has under 100 pages, as does the newer second edition, so there is absolutely no fluff. Just great practical advice from Rick Maurer. This is a book that is cheap to buy, quick to read, but one that you will come back to again and again through your career. Please do give us a like if you've learned from this video. I'll be making loads more great management courses content for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.